tube. We got this 2018 Jeep Compass Limited 2.4 liter. And here's the deal. Did your shit start overheating? And it started leaking coolant. And then you took it to the mechanic or the dealership and they told you you needed to replace your coolant reservoir, all your hoses. Let me show you guys where the leak's coming from. This is a common issue on all of these. So if you have this car, this is where your leak's coming from. You see that right there? So what they want to charge us for is they want to replace all these hoses. And since they're in there, they want to charge us to replace the upper hose. And there's nothing wrong with the hoses. And on top of that, the guys at the spot said that I need all front struts, sway bar links, both inner and outer tie rods, rear sway bar links, both CV axles. And they wanted to sell me some control arms too. I don't even tell you the price, but it was a couple thousand. So, are you guys ready? You guys ready? Here's your two options. If this hose actually is ripped, all you do is you can either disconnect it from here, or you can just leave it on there, whatever you want. But all you gotta do, if this one actually rips, is cut it down the side right here, both top and bottom. Just get a real hose, an actual hose, put it in there, add a couple hose clamps, and you're good. Now as far as this situation right here, are you guys ready? A couple $1,000 to a couple bucks, because the only thing that's wrong with this hose is the O-ring inside. So we're replacing that to fix this issue. Don't let them get you guys. Tell them to stop making fucking cars with plastic parts. Alright guys, don't get scammed by the master scammers, the dealers. We're gonna fix it with one O-ring. Show you the car on. I'm gonna bleed the air out of it, and then that's it. They were selling us a new reservoir as well. Imagine that. Come on guys, gotta help each other. There you go, free knowledge. Alright guys, make sure you let your engine cool down before you open this shit up. Unless you want your skin in your hands and your face to fucking melt off. Alright, then you come in here, and to remove this, you literally just pop this little tab. You just push it on this side and on the bottom, make sure you don't lose it. And it comes right out. So, let's look at it. Let's make sure it's not cracked. Do you guys see a crack? Is that a crack right there? Could be a crack. It looks like a crack, but it doesn't go through all the way. No, I think that's just a line. Yeah, that's just a line from the mold. So this thing, the plastic part isn't broken. The reservoir isn't cracked either. But check out the O-ring. The O-ring inside there is flattened out. It shrunk. So that's what you gotta replace, that O-ring in there. Just grab a nice sharp pick it out, match it up with the new one, You can literally take this one single one to the auto parts store, and they'll pull out a box and they'll just let you buy one. It's literally a couple, fucking $1 probably. So we're gonna replace that. We're gonna fill it up with coolant, or actually we're gonna jack it up. We're gonna jack the front all the way up, and then we're gonna fill it up with coolant and let it run and let the bubbles come out. And then I have these two sets that I got from Harbor Freight. I'm just gonna match up that one to one of these, and that should solve our coolant problem, which they wanted to charge us a couple $1,000s to repair, because they're honest. They're honest at the dealerships. I'm gonna try to record it when I do it, but I don't guarantee it. Alright, guys. See this little ring right there? It's flat. Literally flat on one side. It shrunk. I want to take it out with a knife. You could take it out with anything, but I don't want to lose it. Waiting for my truck to get here because my picks are in there, but we got it. Look at that. Just bend it out. Bend it out. Here it comes. There it is. That's the O-ring. Now we just match it up. Nope. Close. I think a little too big. So let's see. And it shrunk, so I think this one's too big. And this one might work. All the other ones I don't think will. This one. It's got a little chart too where you can match it up, but it's none of these. It's gonna have to be one of these two.
I was gonna say, hold on, let me go finish something up inside before I go ahead.
Alright, I went with the smaller one. I'll try the smaller one. Alright, and that's how it sits.
I got somebody asking how much you want for the rim.
And we're gonna put it in.
Huh?
See if it works. Alright, I already pushed it in with this tab out right here on these little grooves on each side. Just push it in and kind of twist back and forth, and it'll pop in on its own. Well, push in on it, you know, push in all the way, you'll feel it. And then just pop the tab in, just push it from the back, and it should pop in its correct position. Alright, now we're gonna run it and verify that there's no leak. And there it is, there's a solution. Alright guys, so bad news is it was the O-ring, and we thought we had it, but both sets of O-rings that we had didn't have a thick enough but small enough, like the right size O-ring for it. So we gotta find the part. Nobody has it around here in the auto parts. We gotta get it online, but we still need to drive around. So what I did is I came in and I cut the hose straight across, and then I just cut it off. You gotta be just very gentle, but very easy. Let's see, I cut that shit. Just take your time. I use one of these little skill saw thingies. Cut it across first, and then I just kind of, just like a V, and went slowly, and then I just would pry it with the needle nose until I got it to just crack. And now, damn, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this hose and these clamps, and the hose is literally gonna go right over this. Hold on, guys, let me do some else. So now I'm just drop the clamp right there. Just gonna tighten it, and then I'm gonna. Oh, you guys didn't see nothing. And so I just drop the clamp in there. You gotta turn it as far as you can. And now I'm just gonna cut this one to size, put it in here, drop the other clamp it up hard. And then that's the delete for the plastic hose. Where's that shit at? It's around here somewhere. I'll show you guys right now. Alright, so I'll cut this one to size, put it in. Alright guys, I already tightened it with the 8mm. And that's how it's gonna look. You're just deleting that other hose, running your own. Alright, now we're gonna start it and see if it leaks. I'm gonna look for the fucking piece. And here we go. Checking the leaks. It was leaking right here at the connection point. No more leaks. We tried to save it by replacing the O-ring because that was an issue, but none of the kits had that correct O-ring size. So this is what we did. In theory, if you were stranded, and you had access to some gasket maker, you could just pop it out, fucking fill the end part. Well, not fill it, but just, you know, cover it with the gasket maker. Put the fucking little hose, the plastic hose in, let it dry, fill it up, and then that shit should hold. But if you want to just delete it, you don't want to wait for it to get delivered, this is how you do it. And just cut the plastic piece right here, right above the inlet part of this plastic part, and then I slowly cut the side, and now remove this little cover here, which is part of the other hose, the plastic hose. See, I just cut it slowly, and then I kept trying to pry it with the needle nose until it just cracked, and I never made it down to the other one, so that was good. And then you just put your hose. I don't know what size it is. I don't have the receipt, but I just took one that was just sitting around that was similar. Let's see. So 5/8. So one of these with 5/8 in the inside, and then 2 clamps. And it's holding, it ain't leaking. We're good. Alright, that's how you repair that one. Try to do the O-ring if you can. Otherwise, this is what you gotta do. You're gonna replace that part anyway, so who cares if you modify it still and throw it out. But technically, I don't even have to replace it until that plastic piece goes out. I could just grab it as it is, because I just replaced the hose, that's all. And we're ready to go. Alright, she's running. Had the AC going. Ah, the temp is holding. It's not overheating. Gucci, Gucci. Alright. Here's a piece. Here's the top end. I just cut it right before it ends. Right after the grooves there. That's it.